Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is me again, Isaac, and we are riding again in TCH. This time we are on a group ride with the Cebu Adventure team, who I'm following as we speak. A bunch of them are also behind us. And we are going to Toledo via TCH and then Balamban, okay? Now, the riding conditions are far from optimal because if you've noticed, it is actually drizzling. It's drizzling. The roads are a bit damp, and freak on a leash, what was that? My visor is a bit wet and foggy. So it is not a very ideal riding condition to go, doggy. Not a very ideal condition to ride fast. So today we are going to just trail the front runners, and then we will see what happens later on, okay? So just sit back and enjoy the view, and we'll see what this ride will lead us to, okay? So it's the road is really damp, not very confidence inspiring. Okay, which brings us to how do you ride in the rain, okay? Or how do you ride when road conditions are far from optimal because it's wet and etc. Well, of course, the most obvious thing is you don't ride fast, okay? You don't ride fast, you just ride at a minimal pace that will allow your tires to be as effective as it can be. So different tires have different levels of grip in the wet. So if you have a sport touring tire like me, which is the Batlax S4, then you have to be a little bit careful because it is meant primarily for sport riding, okay, in dry conditions. So right now it's a bit wet, so we're not going to be doing a lot of cornering and banking today. So it's wet, and I can feel that the grip is not really there, especially when you turn like this. Okay, see the Sherwin, I'm following Sherwin, and his speed on the corners is not really the best speed that he can achieve. Okay, so tires, type of tires that you do will determine the type of pace or speeds that you can safely use while riding. Okay, so this is a corner, and I think that the Batlax S32 is pretty capable. Okay, there we go, smooth. Another thing when riding in the rain or wet conditions is that you don't execute sudden maneuvers. Okay, what do you mean sudden maneuvers? Sudden acceleration, sudden braking, all of those. Oh yeah, I can definitely feel my rear wheels slipping in and out of those shiny patches on the road. So it is really dangerous, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so another thing to remember when riding in the rain like this is you don't utilize all of your available lean angle. Okay, this is when leaning out as far as you can is going to help you, because we all know that the lesser the lean angle, the more grip your tire will have. Okay, so the lesser the lean angle, the more stable your bike will be in the corners, even though it's wet. And if there are untoward incidents, like there's a slimy patch of road, you can easily adjust and adjust faster. Okay, so big no-no, leaning in the rain. I mean, leaning far. You can lean, but not too much. Okay, so right now we are traveling at a measly 110 kilometers per hour on this stretch of road because it's wet. Okay, just soft braking. There we go, there we go. That's it, that's the important thing. Yeah, that's the spirit. Okay, another thing that may be or that will really help you in the rain would be ABS and traction control. Okay, enough said. ABS allows your front and rear wheel to brake and spin together. So what it does is, if it detects that one wheel is spinning less than the other, when applying brakes, it will disengage the brake pressure from the caliper. So that's why you will feel some pulses, because the ABS system is slowly disengaging the brake pressure to ensure that the sliding tire retains its grip on the road, thereby allowing you to brake safer. Okay, the traction control does the opposite, diba? It detects the spin of the tires between the front and rear when you're accelerating, you're applying gas, and that means if your rear wheel is spinning because of acceleration, you know, power that you're applying, and it's not on the same rate of spin as your front, so that means the rear is spinning, diba? So traction control will cut the power from your rear tire, okay, thereby allowing your rear tire to regain grip on the road. So those are the two functions of ABS, or the similar functions of ABS and traction control. It allows your tire, whether it's slipping due to brakes or acceleration, to regain its traction, its grip. Okay, now of course ideally the best scenario would be to not lose grip or traction at all. But sometimes it can't be helped when you're riding in the rain, such as this. And it really sucks. My visor is just too clouded up. I can't see a damn thing. I'm just gonna lift it up. Oh man, rain is getting in my eyes. Whew. I don't want it. I don't like this. Sorry. Wow, the grip, the riding condition is really bad. Rain is dripping in my visor, and getting pretty dangerous. So let's just hope for the best and apply best practices to avoid an accident while riding in the rain. Okay, so there you go. Okay, and also when riding in the rain, avoid these kinds of road markings, you know, the orange one in the middle of the road, the white ones, because chances are when they're wet, they are going to be really slippery. Okay, too many times have I seen accidents stemming from people attempting to corner or lean on those strips. Their tire loses grip and they slide. Okay, so avoid those strips, especially when you're accelerating, when you're braking, or when you're turning. I mean, if you're going straight, it's fine, you know, just don't do any sudden movements. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, the rain, the road is really wet, man. This is such an exciting ride. What a ride, you know, rainy, wet roads. Not much that ZX4 ZX4R can do under these road conditions, because safety is our #1 priority. No, you would want to crash and spend thousands and thousands of pesos repairing your beloved bike. Okay, so yeah, this rain is really ruining our ride, but it is what it is. You know, you can't always just ride when it's sunny. Sometimes you gotta ride when it's raining. That's what we're doing. Okay, so my pace is just low. My turning and braking is very intentional to be as progressive as possible, so that the bike won't be upset, or rather the tire grip won't be upset. Okay, so other bikes also have this feature called riding modes. Okay, so ZX4R has such a feature. So the running mode automatically adjusts your level of traction control and engine power. So for example, the ZX4R right now, I'm currently in sport mode. So as far as I know, that gives you full power and the least level of traction control. Okay, so the next one is road. I'm not sure if I can show it to you while moving, but the next level is road. It gives you full power but a higher level of traction control. Okay, so it's appropriate for mostly road conditions. And then finally, we have the rain mode, which means that your engine power will be reduced from full to not so full. And then your traction control will be at its highest setting. Man, this curve is just so unnerving. I know I can go faster, but I just don't want to risk it. You know, this is a pretty expensive bike. I love this bike. I don't want it to crash, so I'm just gonna ride it slow. You know, going home safely is the true finish line, like we've discussed previously. Okay, so riding in the rain at around 60, 70, 80 kilometers per hour, no problem. Not really that dangerous, still safe. Okay, there we go. I mean, we could do some practice slides, but I don't think I want to do that on my ZX4R. Okay, so there we go. Okay, let's do a little bit of speed run here. Okay, there we go. Man, I'm dripping wet. What a ride this is turning out to be, ladies and gents. A wet balls ride, kung sa Bisaya pa. Okay, third gear, and it's struggling because I did not lower or shift gear down. But that's okay because we don't want the power to override the grip, the tire grip. So having a low powered bike has its benefits, especially in these kinds of road conditions. There we go. Wow, riding in the rain. I really hate riding in the rain. Okay, apart from you don't get to have some fun on the corners and speed. It also dirties the bike so much, and it's not just about the mud. It's not just about the water splashing on everywhere. It's also those mists get generated when you're traveling too fast. So those water mists actually get into all the parts of your bike, and it can cause increased wear and tear on those on bolts, washers, nuts, sometimes even rubber hoses, electrical and electronic connectors and components. So all of those get wet by these cloud mists that get generated when you ride in the rain, and you know, nobody wants that on your bike, right? Okay, so we have safely arrived at TCH, or rather the top of TCH. So oh, they've stopped. I don't know why. So let's stop along with them. Let's see. Maybe they're waiting for people, so I'm just gonna go ahead and wait for them to pass. There we go, they did pass. They have all those fancy lights on their motorbikes. Oh, this is a very dangerous curve. Lots of rumble strips that may be slippery, we don't know. Into a corner, so we gotta slow down as fast and safe as we can. Whew, drenched. I am drenched. But that's part of the game, and you're riding in the rain. Now you're gonna get drenched. Too bad I didn't bring a raincoat, you know. Oh wow. There's a bunch of people hogging the road. Okay, when it's raining, aside from the tire grip reduced due to the wet surface, there's also the temperature factor. Okay, most of you are aware that a tire's grip is at maximum when it reaches its operating temperature, and that operating temperature for road tires is a bit warm or a bit hot. Okay, so what happens if the road is wet, when there's water, cold water? What happens? Then that means the tires won't reach their operating temperature that fast. I mean, usually a tire's operating temperature is reached when you apply brakes or acceleration, but those two things you can't do with gusto when it's raining, right? So tire grip and acceleration, braking and acceleration, you can't do much when it's raining, which leaves tire grip to be far less than we want it to be. So I'm not sure if the video shows you what's going on here, but it is foggy. It is so foggy. I mean, I almost can't see 100 meters in front of me. So that's why I am riding so very slow. I mean, 60, 50. That is such a very slow pace. Whew, can't see a thing, man. This is getting too dangerous. Whew. Should I stop? I mean, I can't really see. My helmet is all fogged up, my visor, and can't see shit. And then there's fog, so oh my god, I literally can't see anything more than 20 meters in front of me. So I am just gonna go ahead and take it slow and rely on my memory of the road. So that's one of the good things when you're riding TCH for so long, because you know, at least you have a very good idea of the bends and turns on the road. So wow. Okay, so I think I may need to stop somewhere unahan. It's just, you know, as a vision, or my helmet vision is just zero. It's water droplets are forming on the inside of my helmet. I know, I should have placed the anti-fog pin lock. I forgot. I wasn't expecting it to rain. But then again, who does, right? That's why you insert it for those times that you need it. But it's too late. It's too late. Another thing that you should also bear in mind when riding in the rain is the use of brakes. Okay, I know that the front brake is the go-to braking system when it comes to riding, but when it's raining, the front brakes don't really, or rather the front tire doesn't really have that much grip. So you should be very liberal when you apply the brakes on your front. It's actually okay to apply your rear brakes in this scenario, because number one, you won't be traveling that fast anyway. You won't be leaned over that much. So if you apply your brake and it does skid, then there's the ABS to save you. And by not applying the front brakes hard, your weight will not move forward, which means that your rear tire will still retain some bit of weight to be to effectively brake. Okay. Whew. Man, what a ride! What a ride! Zero visibility. It's raining. I'm wet and cold. Okay, I'm just gonna shut up. Okay, so now we are passing DPWH. Keep right. So this is this stretch of road is really dangerous if you are not familiar with it, because it's a very steep curve and it's downhill. Okay, so I know a lot of people who's had accidents in that stretch of road because they overestimated that incline. Okay, so roads. I wish I could have gone faster on this road, but it's just too dangerous, ladies and gents. Whew. Okay, I hope that you're learning a lot from this, and I hope that the video is still clear. I haven't checked the lens in quite a bit, so I hope that the water droplets are still not that large, but let me just quickly clean them. There. Okay, so I hope that it makes it better for you loyal viewers. Okay, so there you go. We're just trudging along safely because we don't want to crash. I wonder where everybody else is at. I know that the three in front of me are probably a long way off already because they are not scared. They're daredevils. Not me. I love my bike. I don't want to risk not even an inch of it. Okay, there we go. Just slowly and surely. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. There we go. 44 kilometers per hour. Man, that is dead slow. Okay, there we go. So I've raised my helmet a little bit so that the air can get in and defog the inner visor. Well, I'm gonna try and close it up now. Okay, there it is. It's closed up. Oh yeah, it's beginning to fog again. I guess there's no escaping it. There's no escaping this fog. Okay. Okay, good thing that the road here is not that wet. So that means, woo! You know what that means? Just kidding. It's still a bit damp. So that means it is dangerous. There we go. We're just gonna ride a bit, a bit faster than dead slow. So slow is the term I would use. We got dead slow, we got slow, we got moderate pace, we got fast, and we got super fast, full throttle race pace. Just kidding, there's no racing in public roads, okay? Nobody should be racing in public roads, unless of course that road has been closed off for your private race. Okay, so my visor's already fogging up again, so I'm just gonna open it up a little bit. You may hear some wind noise again, but I apologize. You know, I can't ride in the rain with fog in my visor. That's just stupid. Whew. So the good thing about my eyes, is that because of the LASIK surgery that I had 2 months ago, I no longer wear glasses, so that means my glasses won't fog up, and it's just the visor. And when the visor clears, I have semi-clear vision again. But the downside is that nothing protects my eyes anymore from the water that comes in. So, whew, you can't win them all, you know? You win some, you lose some. Okay, so I'm gonna do an overtake maneuver here into the corner. Not really ideal, but this road is rarely busy, so you can take such calculated risks. Okay, downshift and liko. That was a very slow liko, man. Why did I even come to this ride? I'm soaking wet. My bike is soaking wet. I'm gonna have to wash it later. Daming reklamo, no? Probably guys are probably thinking, hey, why don't you just ride and, you know, stop complaining, just ride, enjoy the ride. I mean, how can you enjoy this ride? It's just so wet. I can't do any banking. Oh, here's Manggahan. We're supposed to be doing some 80 to 90 to 100 speeds here. Just kidding. But now we're only doing 50. Whew, what a boring ride. But that's okay. Hopefully you guys are learning from it and seeing what it's like to ride in the rains at TCH. So hint, it's not very good, but that's not why you ride, right? We ride because we want to add life to our years. Not add years to our life. Okay, yeah, I stole that line, so yeah, sue me. Okay, so I think that the weather is clearing up, but the clouds don't say that. I guess it's gonna be raining all the way to Toledo. So our pit stop is going to be JBY gasoline station, which we will be arriving in the next few minutes. Okay, so this is typically where I apply full throttle, but because of the rain and road conditions, I am just gonna apply half throttle. And as you can see, the Ninja ZX4 is still pretty capable at 4th gear. Woo, okay, just slow bank, nothing too fancy, Isaac, nothing too fancy. Don't listen to those whispers in your ear. We need to be safe because my wife is waiting for me at home. Shout out to my very beautiful and loving wife, Darlene. Woohoo! As you can see, I am riding safely and responsibly even though it's raining. So don't worry too much about me, okay, my love? I'll see you later when I get home. Okay, there we go. Just 4th gear so that the power won't be that much. Okay, well, one side effect of the rain is that there's no money near, so no pitik for us today, ladies and gentlemen, but that's okay. At least makatipid ko sa GCash. Wala sa GCash today, mga master idol. Whew. Okay, we are now very near JBY, and that's where I'll stop my video recording. Okay, and then I'll see you again on the next ride, guys, and hopefully it is not under such bad weather conditions. Is it me or is it dry here? Is it dry here? I can't say, but that sucks. Okay, so this is it, JBY, ladies and gentlemen. You have safely arrived, and thank you all very much for staying with me, and have a great Sunday.